everyone, Dani here. In this video, we're going to show you how to fillet a salmon, and at the end of the video, how to pan sear that salmon. This is from what is called a side of salmon and not the whole fish. If you want to see us fillet the whole fish, we'll be posting a video on that in a couple of weeks. So make sure you subscribe to our channel to get our notifications on when we post the videos. Right now, John's just making sure that there's no bones still in the salmon. Most of these sides come pin boned already. If you need to remove the bones though, you can just use pin bone, pliers, or tweezers, or just everyday pliers or tweezers. The first thing we're gonna do is make a 45-degree angle with our blade facing the end of the fish, and you're going to grab the tail. You're about 2 inches from the end of the fish, or you have enough space to grab onto the tail for the next cut. Now, keeping your knife at a 45-degree angle, you're going to make the cut down the side of the salmon, keeping your knife between the skin and the meat. So now you can just toss out that skin, or if you have pigs, feed it to them. The first cut we're gonna make is just to trim up the thinner side of the salmon, and we're gonna save this to make other dishes with, like our salmon cakes. We'll be showing you guys how to make our salmon cakes next week, so make sure you subscribe to get the latest videos. So now it's time to cut our fillets individually. And you can use a scale on your first cut or two to make sure you're weighing them the amount you want. We usually do a nice 6-ounce cut at an angle like a trapezoid. You're gonna end up with one piece at the tail end of the salmon. It's gonna be thin and oddly shaped. It doesn't match the other portions. At the restaurant, we don't use this piece as a dinner entree fillet. We like to save it for our salmon cakes or other dishes that we make salmon with, but you can certainly cook this piece at home. It'll just take less time than the other fillets. Now we're gonna show you how to impress your guests by pan searing that salmon fillet. First, all we do is salt and pepper the skin side of that fillet. Get your pan nice and hot. This is on high heat. And then you're gonna add either an olive oil, canola oil, or we like to use an olive oil and canola oil mix, 50-50. You're gonna get your pan hot so it's smoking. Make sure you don't set off the fire alarm though, like I did this morning. Now that your pan is smoking, we know your oil is hot. Take the skin side, salt and pepper side down, and you're gonna slowly roll it into the pan away from you so it doesn't splash that hot oil into your face. Now give your pan a little shake to make sure the oil is evenly underneath the salmon fillet and it's not sticking to the sides. Now that the fish is in the pan, you're gonna notice the sides are becoming a little lighter in color, they're browning up some. This is when we're gonna add a pat of butter to the pan and about a tablespoon. If you don't want to add any butter, you don't have to, just simply skip this step. But the butter is going to add some really nice flavoring and nice coloring. Now that we have our butter in the pan, we throw it in the oven here at the restaurant for about 5 minutes at 425 degrees. It doesn't have to be that high at your home, but make sure it's 5 to 8 minutes in the oven. You can also do this on the stove top. Just keep it skin side down for about 5 to 7 minutes. Then we just flip our salmon over, make sure we got a nice crispy skin on it, let the other side cook just a little touch, and you're good to go. Next week, we'll be sharing our delicious coconut curry pan seared salmon and salmon cakes. We'll see you then.